What can you say about Torun that hasn't been said before? Well, it all depends on how you look at it. At any rate, we're going to give it our best shot to be a little different. Torun is perhaps the prime example of Gothic architecture in the world. Its medieval quality is virtually pristine. And fitting this setting, it's also the birthplace of Nicholas Copernicus, who taught us that the Earth goes around the sun, and not the other way around. I'm not going to say that this is everything you always wanted to know about Torun, but were afraid to ask, but it's close to it. This is certainly a city not to be missed. It's a pleasure to be enjoyed slowly and deliberately. It would take a couple of weeks to see everything in this city and really soak in the atmosphere, and that would still be pushing it. But we are doing our dead level best to show you the greatest hits of Torun. So sit back and enjoy the next few episodes as Torun is unveiled before your eyes. I'm Will, this is Poland Daily Travel, and we love to see you watching. Like us on YouTube and subscribe if you really, really like us. So join us for Poland Daily Travel does Torun. Welcome back to Poland Daily Travel, and we're in Torun, in a very significant place, the ruins of an ancient Teutonic castle, yes?
The very first Teutonic castle in Polish lands,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Because what is really important is that Teutonic knights were invited here by our prince, Konrad of Mazovia, in 12th and 13th century. And that was the place where they started, right? That was the first castle of the 120 that they constructed altogether. And Torun was
they
the
made
first.
120 castles.
Right.
And this was the first, before Malbork and all the others. Malbork is very famous.
This was the first, yeah.
Okay.
And Torun was also the first city out of the 80 other cities that they founded.
They founded 80 cities. The
Yeah.
most famous being Torun, Malbork,
Grudziądz,
Fromborg.
Papowo, Fromborg, many cities.
which all have castles
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
significant remnants, right?
Many of these castles are actually better preserved than ours, but the reason why this castle is in ruins is not because of any wars, yes, between Teutonic knights and Poland, because this is the effect of the uprising of the Torunians against the Teutonic knights.
Right, okay.
Because during the 200 years of governing of Teutonic knights here in this region, people of Torun actually got pretty angry with Teutonic knights. First of all, because of imposing higher taxes, not letting the citizens to power, and making the trade difficult, yeah?
Right.
And the trade was the source of income, the source of wealth of
Why,
Torun.
how did they impede the trade or reduce the trade? What were they doing? Blocking the river or?
No, it was imposing
Taxes.
new laws.
Taxes
Imposing
and
new
laws.
Exactly.
Just to
on the
control
citizens,
everybody.
to control, and they
Yeah.
also were trading themselves. So that was like kind of a competition.
Yeah.
So it all led to the point that Torunians got so angry with the Teutonic knights that they decided the best way to show the hatred towards them would be the attack and the destruction of the castle.
So what happened? They just, what kind of weapons do they have? Do you know the story, more about that?
You can
I
see
just
some
try
of
to imagine
those
it.
examples over there, so you
Yeah.
can like maybe later shoot them
Okay.
inside.
All right.
So these were simple weapons actually.
Yeah.
But there is also a legend that says that there was a traitor in the castle, and precisely that was a cook named Jordan. And that he, after the a bit alcoholic supper of the Teutonic knights, he climbed up the tower, which unusually was in the center of the castle, the very tall tower, and with his huge spoon he gave a sign of the people waiting
A
around.
huge spoon?
Yeah.
He had
like
a big
the
spoon?
cook's spoon, right?
Okay. Like a cook's spoon? Okay.
So maybe there is something in it because the castle was taken very quickly. So maybe there is some.
Maybe they were all drunk
truth
and he let them in or
that
something.
legend. Exactly.
Sounds like he let them in.
So the tower
Yeah.
fell this way, and
Yeah.
also according to that legend, still with the poor cook inside.
Oh.
So the tower fell this way. So these are the remnants.
These
of
are the
this
remnants here of this tower.
Exactly.
right here.
exactly.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
this wall obviously is a much later construction, just to encase. So there would have been an old wall here. And I guess the tower fell into that wall.
It fell this way.
Yeah.
Outside of the castle walls, which were also very unusual, like a horseshoe, as you can see, they're half round. That was the only castle of that shape. Because the next Teutonic castles and other castles, actually, they were more regular, rectangular.
Right.
So more typical. And this was the only one
Unusual
which was
sort of
unusual
oval
sort
shape.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's true. Probably because it was based on a pre-Slavic settlement that was here before.
Right. So
That's
this would be
That would explain this shape.
even 1,000 years before that, perhaps, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Stay with us. Poland Daily Travel. We're at the castle, and we're on the around the medieval wall, and we'll be seeing more of that in Torun, the medieval wall and the river beyond. Stay tuned. So this is the last remaining element of the castle. Is that right?
Exactly, that's the only element that was not destroyed by Turanians.
Okay.
And that was made on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Because this place was very different from the rest of the castle.
Right.
Any ideas what this could be?
I have no idea, but it seems to be set apart from the castle. Was it a cooking place or something?
Not exactly, not exactly. It was placed above a small river.
Yeah.
And this place was actually the Teutonic toilet.
It was a Teutonic toilet.
Yes, we are in the Teutonic toilet.
That's fantastic. Okay, because I mean, when you got to go, and it doesn't matter Middle Ages or not, you know. So that's important,
That's
but
a
it's no
natural
longer
thing.
a toilet.
No, obviously not. As
It
you can
is-
see, right now this tower is adapted for an exhibition.
Yeah.
This exhibition keep changing, but this exhibition right now, as you can see, is about a way of torturing people in the Middle Ages.
Ooh.
So we have different nasty things here. That we
Let's
put
look
on
around and
different
see what
parts of
we've
the
got.
body.
Yeah. So what we've got here, we've got, this is a chastity belt for women,
That's actually for the prostitutes,
for
for
prostitutes.
the ladies of the nightlife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the mask of suffering
Yeah.
with a beam. Yes,
Uh-huh.
That was placed on criminals.
And this must be for Pinocchio. If you're telling lies, is that right?
For men.
You would wear this on your
Yes.
head if you were telling lies, yeah? Because it would
necessarily
cover
on
your
the
whole
head.
nose, right? As it was growing longer. Very interesting. And what's this?
This is again for the ladies to protect their innocence.
To protect their innocence. Okay.
Yes.
Because you want to make sure that happens. What about this one with the, oh, there's another Pinocchio one, isn't it?
This was put on the people who were lying. So,
So that was right,
yeah,
actually.
so
It
that
is
was the
Pinocchio
thing.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We have a couple of different variations of those masks here, right?
Yeah. Okay. There's some very interesting implements. I don't think, I think in the Middle Ages people had a very different idea of relaxation.
Especially on this chair, for example, the
Yeah.
Spanish chair. So you can guess what it was used for, right?
Yeah.
For sitting, but it was not
Talk
the most
about
comfy one.
sitting on a pin cushion or pins and needles or something.
Something like that, but I
Yeah.
think it's even worse if you look at those pins sticking out. They
Yeah.
look really uncomfortable.
It is hard to believe that people would do that to each other. Yeah.
Actually, it went through skin to your muscles. Oh,
Yeah.
hard
What
stuff.
is the problem? And here we have the face of the pig.
Exactly, that was for people who exaggerated with drinking alcohol.
They drank too much alcohol. I was going to
Yeah.
suggest that it might be people who ate too much, but it was probably drinking too much alcohol.
For drunkards.
Because
Yeah,
that
one
would
was
make
for
you crazy,
drunkards.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
they
maybe
probably
go
didn't.
like
Yeah.
piggy style.
Did you stop? Really?
know.
Okay.
That's my
All right.
idea.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some stuff for crushing the fingers.
Oh, yeah, there's a finger crusher. That's always useful.
Yeah. From time to time, yeah.
Yeah, you never know when you'll need that. Well, this is really, really creeping me out. I got to be honest with you. I mean, medieval torture. Oh, it's like in the Tarantino movie where the guy goes, in Pulp Fiction, he goes, I'm going to go medieval on him. He doesn't say that actually exactly, but this is a family
But
show.
he could be, yeah.
This is a family show. Okay. I'll get bleeped out if I repeat that line. And these are just more of the sort of
More of
torture
the
masks.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
What about this one with the horn here?
That was, the horn was for putting the water inside,
Yeah.
which was constantly flowing into your mouth.
So
like a sort of
It's like-
type of a Chinese torture, but a bit
well,
different.
no, it's
yes.
like waterboarding, isn't it? In a sense,
Yeah.
ancient waterboarding. But I don't see how you could survive because the water. There's no way for you to get it out of your mouth.
I hope they stopped at some point.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
because
didn't
if
do
you
it till
kept
the
doing
end.
that, you would certainly drown. I mean, what a horrible way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible.
Good Lord.
Not nice, not nice.
Okay, folks, that's it. We're going outside now. It's enough medieval torture. Let's go.
Let's go to a
I think I need a
nicer place.
drink after all that. That was terrible.
After the
Yeah.
water mask.
Not with a water mask.